Hi, welcome to lesson number 8. Can you believe it? 8. All right, let's get cracking. So we're going to start for 5 minutes. I want you to do 5 minutes writing, and I'm going to give you a topic. So you can pick up a whole lot of little kind of crazy writing tools online or at bookshops, or just always keep your eyes open for them because I find them all the time. This is called Emotional Barometer. So can you see it there? And it's got this kind of thing here. So if you want to pause that, you can choose one of those words to be the prompt for the next 5 minutes. Inside you've got a whole lot of other things that you can read. So this has got a description of these things. It could be a jumping off point for some writing. I'm just going to read you the first few, and if you want to, you can choose one of these words for 5 minutes. Loving, sensual, obsessed, melancholy, grateful, anxious. Okay, 5 minutes. I'm putting the timer on now. Great. Thank you. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to answer a couple of questions before we go any further. Melissa has asked, so my question is for you, when free writing for 5 or 10 minutes, should I worry about spelling or grammar or leave that till later? I'm not the world's greatest typer by any stretch of the imagination, so wondered about the importance of it. No, don't worry about anything. Just get it down. Write like your family are dead. Write like no one's going to read it. Write like you're going to burst into flames. The reason that we write is to make us feel better. If you want, you can worry about that stuff, but it really is just not going to be helpful, okay? Because spelling and grammar, that's not writing. That's spelling and grammar. Writing is getting your thoughts and ideas onto paper. So worrying about spelling and grammar stops the flow. You can do that later, okay? Almost anyone can do spelling or grammar. Not anyone could write. So go forward. Just go forward. Don't procrastinate. That is not helpful at all. Procrastinating is a very common thing that people do. I recommend the procrastinators to use the procrastination, to use the editing as a reward. Remember what I said is that you need to identify the barriers between you and how you want to write or how much you want to write. Realize that they are obstacles over, under, through. And so you have to know the beast you are and also surprise yourself. You have to be very honest with yourself and use the things that you distract yourself with or procrastinate with as a reward. Okay. So if you are a procrastinator, my suggestion is to write in white font. No, you can't do that when you fucking handwrite. You can only do this on a computer. Turn the screen off and write in write in white font. Do people do private, online and face-to-face tuition with me? If you're interested, let me know. My email is catherine.deveny@gmail.com. So if you came to me and you said, I'm a procrastinator, I just keep fucking around with everything, I never get it done, what I would say is my prescription to you is write an hour a day, twice a week, and 45 minutes of that you need to write in white font on the computer or with the screen off. And when you've done 45 minutes with the timer, you get 15 minutes to edit. Here's one from Judy. My question is, should I read back what I've written in these exercises? So I guess my question is, what should I learn from reading what I have written? Any thoughts of this? What you should learn from what you've written, read back if you want. If you don't want, don't read. I don't give a fuck. What you should be learning from this is how good it makes you feel when you write. Okay, so all we're trying to get out of this is you will feel, your head will be clearer, you will feel better, you will have a sense of satisfaction because you have gotten something done. And also, the clearer your head, if you do this for a while, if you start dumping, as I said in one of the earlier lessons, one of the earlier classes, I'm not sure if these are lessons or classes, they're just kind of hangouts really, aren't they? As I said, 10 minutes a day, 4 days a week, as early as possible with absolutely no distractions. If you start doing that and you start emptying your brain, you will think clearer, your writing voice will get better, you'll get good associations with writing because you're doing doable chunks of time and you'll go, oh my God, I love writing because remember what Dorothy Parker says, I hate writing, but I love having written. And what will most likely happen is creative ideas will start to form in your head because you're clearing all of this stuff off the top of your head. And suddenly you'll start thinking, there'll be just things start to collect together. So, and then you'll probably not need me anymore because you'll just have this idea of writing about gardening or writing about your nana or writing your sci-fi book or getting on with your PhD or whatever it is. You won't need me after that. Okay, the questions for today. All right. What we're going to do now is 15 minutes. You're going to do a 15-minute exercise. What you're going to write in the next 15 minutes is going to be on the front page of the newspaper you most admire tomorrow, first thing in the morning, okay? So anything, you can write whatever you want. There will be no criticism. All there will be people saying, thank you so much for writing that. Thank you so much. I really needed to read that. And I cannot thank you enough for writing it. All they will say is thank you. So whatever you like, I don't care whether it's about your neighbour and his whippersnipper, or about your ex, or about the boss you hate, or the dog you love, or the dream you have. It's going to be on the front page of the Age tomorrow, and there will be no criticism. There will be no negative feedback. Nothing. All right, we're going to start right now. 15 minutes. Front page of the Age. Front page of the Washington Post. Front page of the Guardian. Get cracking. 2 minutes left. Great, fantastic, well done. You are brilliant. This is awesome. Just keep going. Keep in mind and always remember that creativity and perhaps life is like a big vending machine which is covered in black gaffer tape or black paint and you can't see in it, but everything that you need or want is in there. And everything will come out eventually, but the only way that you can get things out is by using tokens of time. But there is an order in which they will come out and you have no control over it. The transaction between the amount of time you put in and what comes out generally doesn't match up. It really doesn't. So you can't get that packet of twisties or that chocolate bar or that bottle of kombucha or that glass of wine out that is 7, 13, 21 items back without getting the other things out first. So the only way that you can get things out of this creative vending machine, this black creative vending machine, is by putting in tokens of time. So you could put in like a token of like 10 minutes and out comes an apple. You could put in a token of 10 hours and out comes a rubber band. You could put in a token of 35 seconds and out comes a brand new BMW. You have to take the layers off. The more you do, the more you do. Remember, writing is a muscle. And when there's a few of my writer friends and I, and if we've been writing a lot, someone will say, oh, your writing fitness must be really high. But you don't need to do a lot to start that churning process going. 10 minutes a day, 4 days a week is plenty. And you will be amazed. You can pretty much get anything done in a year by doing 10 minutes a day, 4 days a week, first thing in the morning with absolutely no distractions. So even if the house is on fire, you just have to stay there. Okay, I want you for the next 1 minute to write something on the topic of desire. 1 minute. and then we'll finish. Okay, let's go. Great. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you next time. If you need any info, go to catherinedeveny.com/classes, and there's a link there that just says online classes, and anything you need to know is probably there. There's an email if you can't work it out. So don't forget, pull your finger out, get over yourself. Your excuses are bullshit.